You guys, it's almost the end of December. It's almost the end of Landmas, and the new year is approaching. I can't believe it. I am unprepared. What a fabulous month this has been, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have been watching all the videos all month long, following along with Landmas, playing with some fabulous makeup. We've done some very fun looks here. I'm going to link some of my favorite looks and things in the description box down below, but I can't believe I'm about to film a December favorites. That is crazy. 2023 is upon us, baby. So listen, we still got a couple days left, so it's not the end just yet. I will hold my full spiel till the true end of Landmas 2022. But I did want to do a little December roundup, a wrap up of some of the favorites that we've discovered from the month, because I mean, there's been a very strong love of a lineup of products. And in case you're not all caught up, in case you are, you know, living a life outside of YouTube, which is so fair, and you're just not caught up on all the vids yet, and you just want a good little Cole's Notes quick attack on some of my favorite products from the month, then this is the video for you. So you guys, lots of beauty from the month. I'm gonna say it once so we don't say it throughout the entire video. We don't want any irresponsible drinking games made up of how many times I say Nikki makeup, so let us just say it once. I did follow along with the Nikki makeup masterclass, and I loved that video, and I learned so much, and so many of these products are from that. So if you missed that video, I will link it down below for you to watch, but that's pretty much gonna be the roundup in its entirety, is everything we learned from that video. So my friends, let us jump into the products. I wanted to mention a primer because I have a lot of hydrating primers that I do love to pull out for the winter season, but when I pulled this one out, I was like, oh damn, this one's really nice, and I kind of had pushed it to the side for a little bit and forgot how much I loved it. But the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, Pure Canvas Primer. This one's so good. It's just light, it's simple, you don't notice it on your face, and it just gives a gorgeous oozing glow. And this is the primer that I have been reaching for the most this month, as my skin has just sucked all the moisture out for the winter, and this has just been my go-to, bringing out the primers, bringing them back for winter. And as far as complexion goes, on what I've been using on top of that, I've pretty much just been using my same favorites, the Chanel Complexion Touch Foundation as well as the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation have been the two that have ruled my face this month. So those favorites haven't really changed, haven't gone anywhere. So that's been the base. And then a concealer favorite for the month, the Dior Backstage Concealer. I have this one in the shade 2N, wearing this as a concealer on top of my bases, as well as wearing it by itself and blending it all over the face. It's just been really beautiful. I feel like it's kind of gone underappreciated in my makeup collection until that said video, and just really having a full love affair with this month. And I really appreciate the packaging. I love that it's a brush. I think it's such a nice special way to be able to really lightly spread the concealer onto your face, especially when you're doing the under eyes. I think it's really nice, and it kind of gives like a medium coverage, very natural skin-like finish. It's a beautiful option. And I also have the shade 1N that I might pull out for my everyday makeup to be able to have the two different shades, but the 2N has been so beautiful, and I've been wearing it all month long. Huge concealer favorite from this month. Now for contour, there's a few products that obviously I always keep in my daily rotation, and a few that have been in my like project pan trying to use up moment, but I couldn't help it. I rediscovered the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick. This one's in the shade Biscuit. And first of all, like the Westman Atelier products, we had a few unfaves recently that we tried, but I thought it was worth noting a favorite when it comes. So I've been reaching for this all month long. It's so good. It's such a good color. It blends out beautifully, and the packaging is just really luxe. Like, look at the beautiful little gold metal trim. It's just one of those products that you pull out of your bag and you're like, oh, this feels good. This feels nice. It just has a little extra weight to it, you know? I don't love everything from Westman Atelier, but this is a product that I'm so happy that I kept in my collection, and that I happily rediscovered this month. So that has been a beautiful contour. As we're living in our pale winter skin, it's just a really good color. It's a true shaded contour shade for my skin tone, and yeah, what a delight that was rediscovering her. Let's move on to blush. I always use a number of different blushes. I always have a number of different favorites, but obviously this month the one that I used the most was the Tata Harper Very Charming Cheek Tint, and I have to be true to what I've been using, and I'm sorry because this particular shade doesn't actually exist anymore, the Very Charming shade, but it is still the same packaging. The cream blushes from Tata Harper remain beautiful, and they had redone and come out with a whole whack load of new shades, and I just don't know why. I'm mentioning it because, again, I beg you, Tata Harper, please. Why did you get rid of the shade? It's so good. It's literally what I'm wearing on my face now. It's part of my everyday winter makeup routine, and it's pretty, and I wanted to pull it out because I didn't want it to go to waste and expire, sitting in the dark depths of the drawers of my makeup collection. I wanted to put her to use, and it's just such a good, it's a unique pink. It's very beautiful. So I'll continue screaming from the rooftops, dear Tata Harper, please bring this shade back. And at the same time, you can also use my code for 20% off of the new shades that they do have in their cream blushes. Really just cute packaging, lovely experience using this blush. And again, another product that I very happily rediscovered this month. Now paired with that, on top of it, because we love to do a little cream and powder mix up, pulled out the Benefit Willa blush. There was a whole lot of hype and excitement. I was so happy to have traveled with Benefit for the launch of their box blushes, and I hate to pick favorites, but like Willa and Butterfly are my two favorites. And I just, pulling her out, layering this on top of this, wearing it by itself, it's a really beautiful, cool toned mauvey pink. It's that perfect, like, I keep saying it over and over. I keep saying it every time I mention it, but that whole trend, it's just still like booming up all over TikTok. It's the cool girl, or it's not cool, it's cold. Literally the cold girl makeup look. I'm like, that's the perfect blush for it. It's beautiful. And if you haven't gotten your hands on these new blushes from Benefit, again, Willa and Butterfly are my two faves. There's a few others that I love as well, but Willa I think is my top. Okay. Let's talk about eyes, because we have a lot to cover here. We've been playing with a lot of eye products, which is not always the case for me. You guys know I'm not the biggest into everyday eyeshadow looks and whatnot. I keep it pretty simple. Sometimes I don't even wear mascara. So this month was actually big for some fabulous new and old eye makeup discoveries. So first of all, the Chantecaille Brightening Eye Kajal in the shade Nude. This is so beautiful. It wears so well in the waterline. There's a few nude eye pencils that I've used in the past that can kind of be a little bit dry in my eyeball, but this one is just like so creamy. It goes on so well, and it does such a fabulous, like, look at how bright and alive that makes me look. Really lovely discovery from this month, and it makes me want to play with more of the Chantecaille products that have kind of been off my radar for some time now, but it's a fabulous option if you are like me and you get very, very red in your waterline and you want something to just brighten and give you life back in your eyeballs. Fabulous. Love that. Now, another product that made a huge impact this month, this isn't something I bought this month. I've actually had these for a while, but I had bought the set of the Essential Eye Koals from Wayne Goss, and I bought them on Beautylish. I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to Beautylish, and I believe it was a set of 5, a pack of 5 eyeliners, but either way, you can buy them individually. But oh my God, the Wayne Goss Essential Eye Kohl pencils, the two I have here are Rich Hazel and Obsidian, and if you guys watch my New Year's Eve makeup look, the first one, oh my God, the shade Obsidian was so beautiful. It blended out so nicely. What a gorgeous formula. Rich Hazel is the brown shade that I've used before. And it's just I just got a really big, deep love and appreciation for these after I filmed that look. And I was like, you know what? I'm adding these to my everyday makeup drawer, the everyday makeup lineup. They're so good. And I absolutely want to play with Obsidian more, which is something I never thought I'd say. I want to rub more black eyeliner all over my eyes. It's just, yeah, it's kind of changed my perspective on some eye looks. And these are fabulous, really beautiful to try. And I need to have more Wayne Goss products on my radar in general. I've been sleeping on them. Speaking of fabulous makeup artist products, another product that was new in this month was the Hindash Color Fluid. And I did a little first impressions, little review moment on these. And I wanted to mention that the shade Carve is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. And this is such a favorite from that whole bunch. So the Color Fluids are a multi-use liquid product. They came out with a few shades. It's an ultra matte formula. So I should have clued into that before I used it on my eyes, cheeks, and lips. Didn't love it on my lips. It was much, much too dry, but you could always mix it up with something else. Like you could mix it with a clear lip balm to make your perfect color. But the idea of a multi-use product is so exciting. You can use it all over your face, have a gorgeous monochrome look, and the formula was just, it's so beautiful on the eyes. It was also very beautiful on the cheeks, but the shade Carve in particular, what a perfect everyday eyeshadow shade. It's so easy to apply. It blends out so beautifully. It's long lasting, and this was my favorite from the bunch and made its way into my everyday makeup bag for sure. Love this color, so good. Let's talk about the mascara. Obviously, you guys know, the mascara that's coming with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Mascara. What a fabulous mascara discovery. First of all, the packaging with this fluted gold metal is so beautiful. It's so luxe. It's got a really nice thin wand, which I love because it's so easy to really wiggle in and get right at the root and get right into the inner corner. I love that. Some mascaras can be like really thick and big, and it's just easier for me to mess it up and get the mascara all over my eyelids. So I really appreciate the size of this wand. It's just lovely. It's easy, and it doesn't smudge. It doesn't smudge or transfer. With all of my blinking issues that continue to persist when I'm constantly like this, I have done all my night driving. I have put it through all the tests. It doesn't transfer. There's no raccoon eyes in sight from this. And it's also not a pain in the butt to take off. So it's not a waterproof mascara, which is so nice. So it's gentle and still easy to remove. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not easy to remove. You still have to, like, I still use my cleansing oil and I still have to make a point to remove it, but it's not a waterproof mascara. So it's good. It's still more gentle than the waterproof option would be. And I also just realized that it literally says zero smudge lengthening mascara. I didn't even clue into that. That's how much I trust Nikki Wolf. I just take what she says and I'm like, yep, say no more. Fabulous mascara, such a favorite. Where has this mascara been all my life? For a daily use mascara, it's perfect. Now let's talk about the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, because I did want to give you guys an update on this. This is the palette that I have been using all month long. And I want to talk to you about this shimmer shade right here specifically in particular, because allegedly this palette is limited edition, which doesn't make sense to me because it actually is so gorgeous. And I was pulled into the fray. I did in fact end up purchasing it, even though I was like, I don't want it. I don't need another eyeshadow palette. Don't fall for the marketing ploy. But I did. I fell for it. But I just have to say, if it is true that this is a limited edition product, I so hope and pray that this shade, you can see where I've smudged it. Like, this is the shade I've used the most. And I'm just gonna show you right now. Let's just put it on our eye. We're just gonna take a little bit and put it on our eye. This is the closest thing that I have ever witnessed in powder form to the Shiseido Aura Dew. It is literally like little galaxy starlight. The color is so unique. I don't even know what it is. It's like pink, it's purple, it's gray. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. And so my issue is this palette is both a favorite and an unfavorite because it's just not a complete palette for me, truly. Like, I still find myself needing some other mattes. It doesn't have a black. As far as a neutral palette goes, I think there's lots of others that are way better in terms of like a complete, if you're buying one palette, like this isn't the one that I would recommend. However, this shimmer, I don't know what is in it, but it's so beautiful. And if you love a shimmery eye topper, it's just such a unique one. I don't have anything kind of like it. I do, but we'll talk about that in a second. Dear Makeup by Mario, please bring this out individually. If you're gonna discontinue this palette, please give us this shade. That's all I'll say. So it's both a favorite for that shadow and an unfavorite because that's pretty much all I use in the palette. So I hope that sums up my feelings. It's been a favorite, kind of, throughout the month. And then speaking of having something that's similar, I just want to talk to you about my Shiseido Aura Dews. I have the shade Lunar and the shade Aurora. If you have followed my channel for many years, you will have seen these a lot over the last few years. Dior Meteor was and still remains an undying forever favorite of mine, and they discontinued it. And it's so upsetting. And then when that happened, I discovered the Shiseido Aura Dews, which absolutely filled that void in my heart and my soul. They're perfect. I have used them endlessly. They give this like very red carpet, little kiss of sparkle, galaxy, stunning shininess on your eyeballs like this Makeup by Mario eyeshadow. But apparently, allegedly, it is true. Apparently these are being discontinued and I literally don't know what to do. Someone commented, I replied to them and they were like, do you have any other dupes? Do you have any other options? I'm like, no, I don't. I do not have a replacement or favorite for these. They are so unique in their texture, in the formula, in the shimmer. It's just everything I want and dream of in an eyeshadow topper, and I can't believe they're discontinuing it. Please, please don't let it be true. Like, at least just reformulate it or come out with more shades, whatever. Maybe they're changing the packaging. I don't know. But as of now, if you can find these, I beg of you to get your hands on them because they are so good. And even when they're old and expired, like my little things, they completely pop out of the packaging. Like, they're totally dried up. It doesn't matter. It still works perfectly. It's literally, it literally feels like a pressed eyeshadow and applies like a pressed eyeshadow. It doesn't affect how beautiful it is and how beautiful it still looks and applies on the eyes. So I hope that it's not true, but so many of you were telling me that it is true. Like, where do you get your information? Where do you find that this is being discontinued? Please. I had a meeting with the PR agency who represents Shiseido and they also didn't know. Please don't let it be true. They're so good. And if it is, then I so hope you guys can get your hands on these because they're perfect. And everything that I know and love is being discontinued. And let us say farewell for now to these beautiful Shiseido Aura Dews. I love you. Well, in that spirit, out with the old, in with the new, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax because it has finally been released into the world. If you guys missed my video, I did a second little New Year's holiday inspired makeup look and I was finally able to tell you about the brow product that I have been using all month long and putting to the test. It's the new Fluff Up Brow Wax from Benefit, and I did my whole spiel. I was so excited to be working on the launch with Benefit for this brow wax. Thank you so much to the Benefit fam. I love you endlessly. And this is just, it's a really beautiful new product, and I'm happy to report that it's a different look than my e.l.f. brow lift. So if you love the e.l.f. brow lift and you love that like laminated slicked look, this just gives a different look. It's literally in the name. It fluffs up your brows, it adds texture, adds volume, and gives that fluffy, feathery look. So like, it's just a different vibe. I love that both of the brow products can exist harmoniously in my makeup collection. But I was so excited for this launch from Benefit and was very, very thrilled to have had the opportunity to put it to the test. And it's just so gorgeous. It literally just gives your brows that fluffy, feathered look, and it doesn't have any of the flaking goopiness. It's really beautiful. Such an exciting launch from Benefit. And I just wanted to mention it because even though you didn't know that I was using it, I know you guys saw that I was sneak peeking top secret brow products throughout the month, and I just had to include it as a favorite because obviously I was using it all month long. Sneaky, but now it's here. So very exciting new launch from Benefit this month. And obviously let's talk about the lip. You guys know the lip combo that is gonna be my favorite this month, you guys. This little combo right here, this bad boy, it's obviously the combo that's on my lips right now. We have a lot of lip liner favorites, and I'm just gonna say it right now. At this time, at this current time in my life, this is the best lip pencil I've ever used, and this is the best shade. It's the most perfect shade. This beats any other lip liner that I currently have in my collection. Every time I put this on, I am literally gasping because I just have never used a shade like it, and I am so sad that I didn't discover it until now. It's so good. It's just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's perfect. And I think for my lips, the shade of my lips, it's like I'm seeing the real me for the first time. I don't know how to describe it, but this was such a discovery. And if you guys have followed along with my lip liner faves and you enjoy the same shades that I do, the NYX Nude Beige, I had previously used NYX Natural. This is the one. It is so good. And then on top of that, I've literally been living in the Dior lip oil. This is not a new product. We have had the Dior lip oils in our rotation for a long time, but the 001 Pink, the cherry lip oil, I don't know, just I think with the whole blush combo that I've been going for, I just pulled this out and I was like, oh yeah, it's so good. And it does leave that gorgeous, like natural little hint of pink. It kind of almost gives a little stain effect to the lips, and it's just beautiful. And I feel like I'm living like a little snowflake. Like this is like my pink reflective snowflake makeup. I don't know. I'm loving it. This lip combo. I've essentially been wearing nothing else since this has been put on my lips. So those are all of my makeup favorites. I did want to just mention one more thing because I've kind of mentioned this in passing throughout some of the vlogs, but my hair routine, I feel like my hair has been looking very different lately, even though I've not really been changing anything. I have mentioned that the only thing I've been doing is just adding like a butt ton more hairspray to the hair. And I just think it's been making such a difference, obviously, in holding my curls, whereas normally I would just go in with a light little wash of it and then go in with my texture spray. But lately I've just been like throwing the hairspray into my hair. And I love it. I love it. So I've been doing my same curls, my same T3 curling iron, nothing new to see there, but I have been literally pouring this hairspray all over my head. The Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray. This is the Stronghold version. Weightless, natural look, no sticky residue. Can confirm because I literally go to sleep and I'm not waking up with like an exploded ball of hair on top of my head. Like it really lives in the hair so beautifully. It's giving me nice texture. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this, and I've just been like going all over. So that's kind of been the only little update for the hair, and that's been a big favorite. And with that, my friends, those are all my favorites. That's my little beauty favorites roundup, all the things, beauty things that I have been loving over the last month. And if you're all caught up on the videos, you're like, thanks, I knew absolutely every one of those products that was gonna be mentioned, but I hope that you enjoyed my roundup nonetheless, and I would love to hear from you guys. What are some of the products that you've been loving and also not loving over the month of December? Sit tight, we still do have a few more videos to come for Landmas, which I'm very excited about, but just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. I so hope that you've enjoyed the last month of videos, and I am so excited. I'm so looking forward to the new year. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for a new Landmas video. Bye!